Welcome to today's video, and today's video is about how were you treated as a child? Did your parents scold you a lot? Did they put some limitations on you? Did they tell you you weren't going to amount to much? You're just going to be just like your dad or your mom, and so on. You know what I'm talking about. You know how your childhood went. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I pulled out 5 tarot cards here. And the first one I have is celebration, winning, right? Being paraded in front of your pals, things like that, right? So it's the 6 of Wands. So it's about success, victory. You work hard on something, right? And people applauded you, right? They gave you a boost in your pride, all right, because you achieved something that you work hard for, right? But then, depends on how you were raised. You might have felt insecure. Maybe you started thinking about some of your weaknesses, some of your trauma. And also, some of this might be going on in your subconscious. Some you would be aware, and some of them you won't. You had difficult choices. Maybe you felt like you were stuck in the middle, like a stalemate, right? So we have the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Cups upside down, and then the 2 of Swords, duality, right? And then the next card we have here is the 8 of Wands, upside down. Chaos, losing momentum, hesitation, right? So we have Virgo energy over here. We have Gemini, Cancer. We have Libra energy, Sagittarius. And then we have Pisces, Aquarius energy with the King of Cups. So how I see this is you gain success, and then all these little things started popping up. Can I really do it? What if I fail? Kind of thing, right? Right? We've all been there before, right? So this King of Cups, kindness, right? Maybe you have a good heart. Maybe people trust you and you're doing well. You're a hard worker, right? You're balanced in your emotions. You're fair, right? So between victory and this card, there's a lot of going on. So what we're here to talk about is why some people can't handle success. And maybe you find yourself here, right? So just the mere thought of money can turn a person selfish, so that he helps others less often and prefers to play alone. According to a study, the concept of money, they suggest, makes a person feel more self-sufficient and thus more apt to stand alone. You might be more self-sufficient, but that doesn't mean you're happy. A survey of women found that those with higher incomes devoted more time to working, commuting, childcare, and shopping, leading to more stress and tension than women pulling in less cash. Will success cause elation for many people? Wild success, I should say, causes elation for many people, but for some it spells anxiety. It's all in how they see themselves, and this is kind of the energy I got from these cards. So that's why we're doing today's video. Okay, how people view their abilities in the workplace or classroom impacts how they respond to success and failures. Think about how you've done this in your life, or maybe you've done something in the recent past where you have found success but yet also felt failure. New research reveals, right? Individuals who think their abilities are set for life, as in a leopard can't change its stripes or spots, experience high anxiety over unexpected accomplishments compared with those who view their capabilities as flexible. Think turning over a new leaf. So that's why I have this energy here. That's the interpretation I have of the energy, I should say. People are driven to feel that they can predict and control their outcomes, said co-researcher Jason Plax, a social psychologist at the University of Toronto. So when their performances turn out to violate their predictions, this can be unnerving, even if the outcome is, objectively speaking, good news. This phenomena is intuitive among social psychologists, but had never been put to a rigorous test. So listen to this test, and that's why I'm doing this for you, because don't limit yourself. You may be a hard worker, but maybe in the background you think that you may fail. All right? You can do anything you want. You just have to change your mindset, okay? Good news, it reads. Planks and Kristen Stetcher of the University of Washington surveyed a group of UW students in a series of studies. In our survey, 118 participants answered questions that indicated their type of perspective: fixed or malleable, expectations for tests performed, and emotional state. Then participants took 3 versions of what they thought was an intelligence test. After receiving a stock score of 61 percentile on the first exam, participants got schooled on how to improve their performances before taking another similar test. For that test, researchers randomly assigned each student a score that had improved, stayed the same, or declined relative to the first test. Among students with improved scores, fixed-viewed individuals reported more anxiety and performed worse on the third test compared with the subtle students. Planks suggests that students with steadfast perspectives couldn't handle the success because it went against their established views. What did the school put in your head? What did your parents put in your head, right? You won't amount to nothing. You can't do anything right. You can never say anything right. This is what this is talking about. Okay? With the rigid, you don't deviate. All right? On the other hand, it's good news that fixed view participants have improved a lot, Planck told Live Science. On the other hand, it's bad news in it violates their view of themselves. See what I'm saying? How do you view yourself? That's very important. You have to change the way you view yourself, whether you're rich or you're poor or in between. If you want to have a better life, you have to change the way you think about you and stop listening to the naysayers and stop listening to people that are trying to bring you down. That's what you should be doing. Among participants who showed no change in test scores, those with malleable views reported anxiety and underperformed on the following tests compared with their rigid counterparts. A real-life example of this behavior might be dieters. Planck said, they're trying their best, giving it a good, honest try to lose weight. And it just isn't enough. And that should be especially frustrating for those adopting a malleable perspective, he said. Mind bending. Whether a person tends to lean towards a flexible or rigid view is a learned behavior. What does that mean? You can unlearn it. You can unlearn it. Okay? I have a video that I'll put up here for you to watch on how to change your mindset. All right? That means it can be unlearned or changed, plaques. And I say this, right? Some of my colleagues have isolated socialization patterns and feedback patterns that parents and teachers can give to children that would include you as a fixed view or a malleable view. Teachers, your school, who put these beliefs on you? If teachers or parents teach children that ability and intelligence are set at birth, this could lead to a grown-up who thinks he or she cannot make any headway with hard work or other self-directed strategies that could be detrimental to a person's professional life. In the workplace, flexible frames of mind can foster creativity, in that employees will be more likely to try new things and think outside of perceived personal limitations. As the researchers suggest in the October issue of the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, managers and individuals themselves can help to change perspectives in their favors. Managers can create a workplace environment, a workplace culture in which a malleable view of one's ability is encouraged. Planck said, rather than labeling the workers and putting them into their respected boxes and kind of implying that that's what you do and that's the limit of your abilities. Managers can create an atmosphere in which people are encouraged to try new things without necessarily fear of failure. You see what I'm saying? That is today's video. And I wanted to put this out to you because I believe in you. I had to believe in myself to change and start reading more and doing things, better for myself. That's why I started this YouTube channel. And here I am. All right. And I want you to go out there knowing that you can change. If I can change, you can change. We can all change. And I will see you in a later video.